Hello and welcome back to the podcast. We were out for quite some time.
Fair to say,
I
yeah.
hope everybody had a great start to 2023 and a great end to 2022.
It's now
A
officially
lot
ended.
has
We're in February
I,
now. Like it's
it's
it's done.
it's been over a month since it ended. We went on a break for about 2 months. I think our last episode was mid to end December. I
Hey,
want to
like when we
say.
take a break, we know how to take a break, okay? Like properly.
Yes, exactly. Yeah, we take breaks like we've got nothing else to do. But overall, we're back now. We always knew the day was going to come. I was getting way too comfortable not working on a podcast,
Oh no.
and that
Yeah,
was the sign. Well,
you
that
messaged me
and the
that.
Nintendo Direct that was announced a couple days ago, like that was the sign that, like, yeah, okay, we got to get back to it.
No, I mean
If it
like
wasn't for the
January.
Direct, I wouldn't have told you, like, yo, let's get back. Let's like
uh,
do something today.
exactly. I was gonna say there wasn't much in terms of announcements, and I've been following the news. I still like watch every day almost like Spawn Wave or Spawncast. And like it's been a light year. Like everything that was announced in Nintendo Direct now, I think, kind of finally kickstarted the year ahead. Like stuff to look forward to, and the stuff that came out or is
Yeah, yeah.
coming out
I mean, there,
now.
there were things that we could have talked about. It wasn't like dead, but there definitely were things because I remember, because we set or like I set the dates a couple of times already. Like
Mhm.
the notes page for this episode has been updated several times. Like
Okay.
first week of Jan, then sometime in the middle, then like beginning of Feb. And I always had some stuff that I picked up that we could have talked about. I don't remember what they are now, but I do remember at some point thinking like, oh, nothing major happened, but like
Did you
there are
delete
things that
them
we could
or
have
they're
talked.
there? No, they're
I
all not
deleted
there.
them. Yeah.
Okay.
I removed them from the notes page.
Shame. We
But
could have
anyways, we're back
mentioned.
and we're here to talk about
Hi.
the Nintendo Direct that happened as the time of
Last
recording
night.
this last night, or technically this morning at 2 a.m. Yeah, that was a good. This is a good, episode to start with. The new year, the new
Yeah,
podcast episodes.
I think if it wasn't for maybe one or two announcements, this would have been like an average direct. But like the fact that we heard about a few things, which we will get to, um, it's been a good
Let's
one.
let's get through them now. I guess the I mean, it is an announcement, but we already know of the game, The Legend of Zelda: Tears of the Kingdom. We have a
Hey.
new cinematic trailer with some gameplay footage. There are some things that I think I picked up that were not either like announced before, or they're not part of the previous game or anything of that sort. It seems Link now has homing arrows, like homing exploding arrows. I don't know if that was a thing in Breath of the
No, it
Wild.
wasn't.
I don't
Not
remember
in the
that.
first one.
Yeah.
Not in the first one, no.
There's also the scene, there's like quick shot where he's like grinding down like some rail.
Yeah. Yeah.
So that might be a new mechanic as well, for him to like traverse through, these areas and whatnot. Did you see him launching bombs or like launching a bomb, kind of like a lacrosse throw type of thing?
I did. I think that was in the last one, or maybe I could be mistaken, but yeah, I did
I,
notice that.
I, I didn't remember that, so that's why I
Yeah.
just kind of like added it in there. I
Yeah,
don't
yeah.
know if this
It's
is
cool.
something that's like if it's like a very specific sort of scenario where this happens, or if it's something that you can keep doing if you have a certain like whatever item you had that was launching the
Mm.
bombs.
Hmm.
So if that is something, an item that you need to get to be able to do that, then that's a mechanic that you need to depend on to like open up some like new area or unlock
Yeah.
something, or like, yeah,
The
the
grinding
way
is
they do
cool.
these
It's
things.
fun.
Yeah,
Yeah.
the grinding was also, yeah, kind of cool. He can now drive a car, like
Yes.
it's a vehicle, like a wide
Yeah, I'm
vehicle
looking at
that's
it
like
right now.
open.
Yeah.
Um, like there's definitely enough space for like at least three other people. I don't know if this is gonna be.
There was like a hovercraft, there was like the car,
Well,
and there
yeah, well,
was
that
like,
was the next one, the hovercraft as well. There's a
yeah,
hovercraft that's also kind of like as big as the car, like the like it's like a big square platform that you drive, or that you drive, or that you
it
like.
looks so cool. Yeah.
Yeah, but the fact that it's like that big makes me believe that either you're supposed to like carry something around,
Mm,
or people. I don't really know.
maybe. Yeah.
But
They're gonna incorporate it in some way, like for you to like either like drop bombs or something. I don't know, or like drop boxes. Let's see.
I
I
don't
don't know
know.
how
I
they're
don't
gonna
know.
do
Yeah.
it.
I mean, co-op? That would be cool.
You know, it's very possible actually. Like they
That's
could
that's
open
where
that
my
up.
mind that's where my mind was
Yeah.
going. Like that's why I said people. Is that maybe there's going to be like a mode or something where you and other people like get to explore the world together. I don't know.
Right,
This
right.
is just
Oh
kind of
man.
like, yeah.
But it's such a non-Nintendo thing to do to like think about online. So but I'm just saying, like it's a nice
Oh no,
thought.
I mean, it could be a local co-op. It doesn't have to be online
Oops.
co-op.
Yeah.
Oops, we're
Oops. Sorry.
professionals, Fatty.
Sorry, I didn't mute my phone.
It's been a
Um,
while. It's been a while.
it's
It's
been a
been two
while.
months. All right, and then they also showed off the collector's edition, which will be available
Yes.
on launch day. It's going to include what looked like a poster, an art book, like a metal case for the game,
Mm.
and something in a box. It looked like it might have been like an emblem, but the box was like way too big. I don't
It's
know what that
yeah.
was.
It wasn't very clear. Like it's a slide out box, and like you see a
Yeah,
little tiny thing. I
little
think there's
tiny
several
like
ones. Yeah.
yeah. Oh, like yeah, it could be a serious stuff. So I don't know what that is. No details on the prices for. Well, I mean for the collector's edition, but
Yeah.
the base game is going to be $70.
Wow. It's the first.
Yeah,
Is this the first $70 game?
this is the
Yeah.
first $70 Nintendo game, and they did say that this isn't going to be all games. They won't all be priced at $70. There's going to be a case by case basis,
Yeah.
but we can kind of all see where this is going. Eventually, this is going to end up being the status quo, where all Switch games or all Nintendo games will be priced at $70. The game is coming out May 12th. Pre-orders are available now,
Hmm.
so do your thing and show Nintendo your love. It is Zelda, even if it's $70.
I was gonna say, is the collector's edition pre-orders open or no? Was that part of it or no?
They didn't. I don't think they specified, but
Because if it is, it's probably gone by now. I'm just saying.
oh,
It's probably
100%. I wasn't even like considering like getting it because I know that I won't be able to. But what I might have a better chance of getting is the new Link amiibo that they showed off as well.
the
Looked really
thing.
cool. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, it does look cool.
Look, yeah. I mean, even the Breath of the Wild amiibos were like figurines. They were like collectibles. They were like really, really good.
I might pick that one up
So
because like I
I'm
have
gonna try and pick that one up. It's gonna be
yeah.
available at launch day as well.
Yeah, yeah. I'll get it. I'm sure they'll tie it in like how the first game was. You'd get like items or
Oh,
something or
100%,
costumes.
100%.
I'm
Yeah, yeah.
sure
But
that's
even
gonna
if you
come
don't
back.
get anything out of it, it's like it's that good. And I'm pretty sure they're gonna like in the next couple of months they're going to reveal a couple of other amiibos for the other characters in the game,
Mm.
just like they did with Breath of the Wild. They might even like release them in waves because I think Breath of the Wild had like two different waves.
It did. I think yeah, from memory it
Yeah,
did. We're still
yeah.
I'm still hoping. I'm still hoping for a new Nintendo Switch announcement. I'm still hoping for that.
The next announcement typically would be like an amazing announcement,
It
but
is.
it's still an amazing announcement, but there's like baggage. And I'm talking about Metroid Prime Remastered. The original Metroid
Oh,
Prime game, the GameCube game, the very
finally.
first one, the very first 3D FPS, by FPS I mean first person shooter, Metroid game that came out on the
But he knows that.
GameCube that I had a lot of fun playing is getting an HD remaster.
I wanted like I really thought I wasn't gonna get hyped for this game because I knew it in the back of our minds. Like we knew this was happening. We knew like they had it ready. They were gonna drop it at any time. We've covered this several times. Where's Metroid Prime? And it's finally
Yeah,
here. And like I'm still hyped for the freaking game. I'm like shit. It looks so good.
it
It
looks
looks
cool.
really
Yeah,
good.
I gotta admit, when they first like announced like it's a Metroid game and it wasn't Metroid Prime 4,
Yeah,
I was like, oh, screw it. But then as soon as they started talking about the different visors, I remember like just how cool
the
I thought
scanning.
that was back when I first played it on the
Yeah,
GameCube, like the visor mechanic and whatnot. And I'm like, yeah, this is bringing back some good memories.
yeah. And can I just say like the fluidity of the game. The 60 FPS looks like it's 60 FPS all throughout, which looks great. Just saying.
I'm not sure if it is 60 FPS, but
To
like, I
my
mean, it
eyes,
looked, yeah,
that's what
yeah.
it
I'm
looks
just
like.
saying
Yeah.
that, like, they didn't say it's going to be 60 FPS, just so that we don't
Yeah.
say any like wrong information. But it did look good, not just the
It looks
fluidity,
smooth.
but
Yeah.
also the remastering looks like it was done really well.
Yeah.
You can expect they mentioned that there's going to be new dual stick controls that you can use
Yeah.
because that really wasn't kind of a thing back then.
Yeah.
And you could also choose different control styles. So you could either play the old way or you could play the new way with the dual stick controls, or I don't know if there's something else as well that they added. The digital version is available today, so you can
Just
get it now, Fadi. Yeah.
No, I thought about this. I actually had a 5-minute thought.
And you want to get the physical one that's coming out on
And
February 22nd?
Yes, I want the physical one. I do. I actually have like Metroid Prime Dread was what do you call it? Digital. Okay.
Yeah.
Which was
Yeah.
fine. But like I got the physical amiibo, so I had something physical tied to it. So like I was like, and every time I look at the amiibo, like I'm it's like it brings me happy memories, you know.
Yeah.
And like, so I want the physical version of this game personally, like as a collection and as something that will not disappear from my library.
Yeah, like in an eShop, like it's gonna shut down in like 5 years or something, and that's.
That was, I think that was one of the news as well. Like 3DS is closing down this year or
Oh
something. like that.
yeah. The
That's
stores,
another
yeah.
thing.
So yeah, there were things we could have talked about, but like the first thing that I thought of is like, oh no, I should, if I'm gonna get this, I'm gonna get the physical edition, just because of that, because
Oh, so you
it's
too?
like,
Okay.
yeah, because it's like long gone on the GameCube,
Yeah.
right? Like that's just like there's no way to play the game, and I'm not talking like, I mean, I'm aware that emulators exist, but I'm just talking like legally speaking, and
Yeah.
if you want to like have something that you can keep.
I actually own the physical GameCube games. I own them.
Yeah. Well, I mean,
Like,
there
I
was
have
no
them.
other way to play the games back then. Like if you played the games, you had the physical copies. I
Yeah.
think I might have them somewhere in the house. I don't really know.
I
But
still
at some
have
point,
them,
I had them.
but I don't know where they are. Like I have them, but like I know they're in a store somewhere in Australia. Like
Oh, yeah, it's even
living
harder
there-
for you. Yeah. If I still own them, they're somewhere here in our house in Abu Dhabi. Like that's about it.
it's good, but like I want the physical version of this. Just long story short, this is the game I'm getting physical.
Oh yeah, this is the game that you get physical for sure, 100%.
Yeah.
But carrying
What's
on
the
with the
baggage?
nostalgia trip.
What's the baggage
Right.
tied to it? You know.
Oh no, the bag. Oh yeah, I mean, I thought I made it clear. The baggage is that I'm waiting for Metroid Prime 4. Like
Yeah.
this is the announcement that everybody's been waiting for. Not like in this Nintendo Direct, but if you go back 2 or 3 Directs, not even an announcement, an update, some footage, something.
That's
I
true.
mean, when Dead Space was announced, we got more of that than we ever got out of Metroid Prime 4. Like the initial announcement, which was just like an image, if I'm not mistaken, or maybe it was just like a short teaser that I don't remember.
I
But
think it was just the image or just the logo or something, like a short animation. of that.
there was definitely something visual of the character or like the environment. I remember that for sure
Yeah.
when it was first announced. But with Metroid Prime 4, nothing, which
Look, the
I
fact-
don't like.
I'm with you on that, but the fact that it's finally happening, like we got the Metroid Prime.
No,
first
I wouldn't
one.
say no. I don't say it's finally happening. It's not happening. It hasn't happened yet.
It hasn't happened yet, but this is a sign of things to come. Like I feel like this is the first step to finally hearing something about Metroid Prime 4 sooner than later. That's what I think.
It doesn't have to be. I mean, like Metroid Prime 4 was announced years before any indication of
That's right.
the original 3 games being remastered. Like, I don't know. And
I'm
like,
with you.
Dread was a great game, hands down. People loved it, all that. But that was also kind of like it felt like a little tiny stab in the back. Oh, we have a Metroid announcement for you guys. Not Metroid Prime 4. It's Metroid Dread. Okay, great. Oh, we have another Metroid announcement for you guys. Oh, Metroid Prime, the original. So the next 2, by what you're saying, the next 2 announcements are going to be 2 and 3 before we hear anything of 4. I don't
Right.
think that's cool. I don't think that's cool. Give us 4 and then give us 1, 2, 3 later, or like at the same time.
Yeah, I know, but like we've been waiting for this long. Like so, it's and like they've had this. We've heard several rumors about this game being ready to drop at any time. So it's
Yes.
great that it's finally happened. Like we've been hearing rumors since early last year, I think, if I'm not mistaken.
Yes, it was last year. Yeah.
Yeah. So the fact that we're in the beginning of the year, we got Metroid Prime in February, the first one remastered. It could mean speculation, of course, that
Of course,
like
yeah.
4 is ready to be shown sooner than later. Like it doesn't mean like 6 months from now. It could be up to a year from now. Like
Yeah,
but like it's soon.
I
That's
wouldn't
what I
say. Yeah, I don't think a year from now is soon. If it's up to a year from now, that's definitely not soon.
Quote me. If it does come out 1 year from now.
No. I'm saying a year from now is not identified as soon. That's way too late. That's a long time.
It's like
considering
in the years of development,
the 6 years.
It's 1/6
No,
of it.
considering that we've waited for 6 years since the first announcement,
I know
it's a long time. We haven't gotten anything. I'm not saying I want the game to come out, but like show us something, talk about it.
Dude,
They scrapped the development 2 years into it. I know they did that, but still, like they've been way too silent about this.
Yeah, I'm not giving them a pass, but I like this deserves a direct of its own. Like it doesn't deserve like a mention in a full direct. Like this needs its own thing, like how they do for certain games. And I feel like this is one of those games.
Breath of the Wild, did it get a direct of its own? No, I don't know if it did. I don't remember. But Tears of the Kingdom didn't.
It didn't. No.
Yeah.
But
so
it will. I'm sure it will. Like before the game is out, we will see a Tears of the Kingdom.
But when it was first announced, or when they first showed footage of it, it didn't get a direct of its own. Again, I just want to see footage. I want to see something like to expect. I want to know what we can expect. I want to see if the game is going to be as good as I hoped that it would be. I want to see what new mechanics they're going to add. And like again, we've been waiting for way too long.
We have
remastering the first Metroid Prime is great, sure, but that's not the announcement that I was hoping for. But yeah, that's my rant. I want to see Metroid Prime 4. It's been way too long, and we deserve better than this.
Let's see.
But anyways, going back down the nostalgia road, the next couple of announcements have to do with their Switch Online service
Emulator
and the expansion.
Sales,
yeah. So they announced that you can now start playing some Game Boy games, and by Game Boy they mean Game Boy and Game Boy Pocket and Game Boy Color. Those specifically, which is weird because Game Boy Advance would typically be part of the Game Boy sort of like family, like if they're mentioned anywhere else.
Yeah.
But anyways,
Game Boy, because you can't there are games on Game Boy Advance that you can't play on Game Boy. And but you could play Game Boy games on Game Boy Advance. Like it was like a backwards thing, but not forwards.
Yeah. But like you can't play. Can you play Game Boy Color on the original Game Boy?
The Game Boy Color, yeah, it's the same cartridge. Like you could actually play.
But can you like run the game? Is what I'm saying.
I think yes. Educate, like I could be wrong, but I think yes.
All right.
Educating.
So anyways, they announced the games will be coming out at launch. We have Tetris, Super Mario Land 2, 6 Golden Coins, The Legend of Zelda: Link's Awakening DX, Gargoyle's Quest, Game & Watch Gallery 3, Alone in the Dark: The New Nightmare. I didn't even know that was a thing.
Yeah, me too.
Metroid 2. So people will be playing Metroid 2 before they'll be playing Metroid Prime 4. Anyways, Metroid 2, The Return of Samus, Wario Land 3, Kirby's Dream Land, and you can use the Game Boy, Game Boy Pocket, or Game Boy Color screen filters, which is a must you need to do. Yeah, if you're ever going to play like retro games, you need those filters to just kind of like make it look the same. There will be up to 2-player local or online multiplayer like gameplay, but only with the compatible games, obviously, so the games that supported it before. They did also say that more games will be added to the library in the future. So we have The Legend of Zelda: Oracle of Seasons, The Legend of Zelda: Oracle of Ages, Pokemon trading card game, which I don't know. Like I knew of the Pokemon games, but not the trading card game. And Kirby Tilt and Rumble. But the more important announcement for me was Game Boy Advance games, which will be part of the Nintendo Switch Online expansion pack. So the Game Boy and Game Boy Color games are part of the basic plan. If you want to play these upcoming Game Boy Advance games, you need to have the expansion pack, which is an extra $20 a year. I don't remember
feel
what
like
it was.
now it's worth it. Like the expansion pass, like before with just the N64 one and Sega.
Well, I mean, it might have been worth it if you wanted to play the games that were available. Like, I mean, it's
expanding.
Linus had this thing that he said a few WAN shows ago that just makes perfect sense. There's no such thing as a bad product. It's just a bad price.
Hmm.
So whatever it is, like if you're a big fan of the games that were available at the very beginning of the expansion pack, like sure, then it's worth it for you, right?
Makes
For
sense.
me, the reason why I thought this was interesting, I'll get to the games right now. What will be available at launch will be Super Mario Advance 4, Super Mario Brothers 3. I never knew that title even existed. They said that you can also play 38 extra levels from the Nintendo
I didn't
8-liter
even
accessory. I
know
have
any
no
of that.
idea what this is about. Yeah, I don't
Yeah,
like nothing, but it's a thing. WarioWare Inc. Mega
that I
Micro,
know.
like I
I
love
played
that
that.
game. I
Played that.
remember playing that game for so long in bed, like while I was studying, in the bathroom, like that's a really fun game. I
Mm,
really like the old WarioWare
yeah,
games.
yeah.
Then there's Kururin. I don't know what that is. Mario Kart Super Circuit, which is the
Circuit.
first like handheld, I think, Mario Kart game.
Right.
Mario and Luigi Superstar Saga, The Legend of Zelda: The Minish Cap,
You know, I played
and
both those games and they're great. The Super Saga and the Minish Cap, they're actually really good games if you've never played them. But yeah,
no,
that's
I haven't.
worth it. They're
There's
worth
up to fourth player local and online multiplayer co-op, again, only with the compatible games. And then they announced that the future games that will be making their way to the expansion pass is Metroid Fusion, another Metroid game that's going to come out before Metroid Prime 4,
You don't
Kirby and
know.
the Amazing Mirror, Fire Emblem, F-Zero, and Golden Sun. We talked about Golden Sun, I think, in the last episode or sometime before
You
that.
know, the fact that Golden Sun is back in the official limelight is great. And I didn't even see the box because it was like all the way on the right of the screen. And when you said it, I'm like, wait, what? Like I was shocked. Like I got goosebumps. I'm like, okay, Golden Sun is a thing again. So maybe a remaster. Who knows? Oh man, I
Yeah. Oh,
hope
yeah.
so.
That'd be. I don't know if they're going to remaster any of them. They never mentioned any of these games being remastered or whatever, but maybe they will be. I mean, you could find out because they're all available now. So
Yeah,
if you're a Switch Online user, you can play the Game Boy and Game Boy
I would.
Color
Yeah,
games. If you're the Switch Online expansion pass user, then you can also get the Game Boy Advance games, which is kind of cool.
yeah, it's neat. It's a neat
Yeah.
announcement. Again, like if they're building their library, which is good, and they're expanding
Yeah.
the. We've heard about the Game Boy Advance and Game Boy Advance emulators like previously from Nintendo that they have this in the works. It's in the code,
Yeah.
so now it's a thing. Like they've another big announcement today. So
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
this and Metroid Prime, obviously Legend of Zelda, like were my top, I would say, announcements from Nintendo that made it like wow, a good direct for me.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, yeah, there are probably, yeah, I mean, again, it all depends on if you're a fan of this or if you're a fan of that. But generally speaking, if you want to just kind of like throw a generic net, yeah, it would be these three announcements. It's like the reason why we mentioned them at the very beginning. But there are like other cool things as well. Like the next game is Dead Cells, the Return to
Yay!
Castlevania DLC. We know that it's a thing.
Yeah,
We have covered it before. I don't remember which event it was. I think some
it
was it a
was.
summit event
No,
or
no, it was the Game Awards. It was how the Game
oh
Awards
Game
started.
Awards.
They literally opened up with the music. It was like da-da-da, like the classic Castlevania, and like it gave me goosebumps. And like now we saw gameplay from it.
We
Like
saw actual gameplay. So just a reminder, this is a paid DLC for the game. You obviously need to have Dead Cells. I still can't really fathom like the crossover of Castlevania with Dead Cells. Like
it's amazing.
yeah, it's really cool. So yeah, we saw some gameplay. Like you're going through the castle. It looks and
Open it up
feels
again.
like the Game Boy Advance Castlevania games that I played.
Yeah,
You battle alongside, or like the story does include Belmont and Alucard.
you see them in the video. Yeah,
Yeah, you see them. Yeah, but I don't know if you battle with them or if they're like just like there for the story. The end game is going to be fighting Death and or Dracula, and I don't know in which order. They said that the game will include 12 additional covers from the old Castlevania games, as well as 51 songs from the previous games.
I
It's
feel like that alone is a selling point. The music was
yeah,
fantastic.
because the
Like
music in the trailer was really great, especially in like towards the end when like there was no like vocals, it was just
yeah,
the
yeah.
music fading off. It sounded really good. And again, it reminded me of the Game Boy Advance games that I played because I like the music in that as well. So all in all, it's great. It's coming out March 6th. That's like less than a month
So
from now.
I just hope
Pre-orders do begin today.
I
So
just hope that it's the classic formula, like the Castlevania
It's a
gameplay formula.
Castlevania game running in a Dead Cells engine,
Yeah, because
basically.
Dead Cells is a
Yeah, yeah,
roguelite game. And
yeah,
like
yeah.
I played it, I actually got it on the phone just to play it, just to see how it is. It's a good game, but it doesn't gel with me. But like if it's like the skin of Dead Cells in the Castlevania like mechanics and world, I'm in. I will get it.
I have a feeling it's probably going to be like that. But I could also see them doing it the other way, where it's like Castlevania aesthetic, Castlevania
With a rogue.
weapons, Castlevania, like enemies and all that sort of stuff, but still a roguelike. It's a Dead Cells game at the end of the day.
Yeah,
So
we'll
I
see.
don't know. We'll have to find out. Maybe somebody already like knows this and has a video up on it.
Let us know.
Yeah. What else? Yeah, this next one is for you, Freddy.
Yeah, quick. They shadow dropped a lot of demos during this event, which I'm very happy about. I will be after work downloading most of them, or like making space so I can download them. Octopath Traveller 2, which is coming out in 2 weeks' time, 24th of Feb. That's
24th
available.
of Feb, yeah.
Yeah, available today to try. I'm trying it, 100%. Shall we keep going? Shall I keep going?
Yeah, let's just like really. These are like really quick announcements. Yeah.
Yeah, and we finally heard a release date for a game that went on hiatus. Advance Wars 1 and 2 Reboot Camp. Finally
Yep.
a thing.
Was there any mention of it in 2021? Like, it feels like it's been that long where it's like 2020.
21 or 22?
Sorry. 2021 is probably the last time we heard of it. What I meant was in 2022.
No.
Was there any mention of it?
They just said, like, they didn't even say anything. They were going to release it, then they stopped it because of external events. Let's keep it at that.
Yeah.
And now this event, they just announced like April 21st, and pre-orders begin today. So it's happening.
It's golden. Like, there's no backing out. The game is going to be available on April 21st.
So maybe things will get better by April. Who knows? Maybe they know something we
Hopefully.
don't.
No, I think like things did get better already. Like, if they announced that date, the video is freezing. I don't know why. Anyways, yeah, if they announce that date, then khalas, like that's it. If people have been waiting for a long time for this game to come out, mark your calendars, April 21st. Finally.
Yeah, finally.
Yeah, this next one is also for you. This is your kind of game.
It's my kind of game because I play like weird, awkward puzzle games.
This isn't weird. Like this was like very big.
Yeah, it's big, but like I wouldn't call it like Zelda.
It's not a Zelda or Mario. No, I know that. Yeah, but like Nintendo only has a few of those games.
Yeah,
everything else is like weird and different, and yeah.
So it's Professor Layton and the New World of Steam, and it's just like literally a video of him in the background. There was no other thing. It's just an announcement, no other details. So it could be the next Metroid Prime 4. We don't know. We don't know when the next time we'll see this game.
Yeah, exactly. But still, you got to see more of it than we ever did of Metroid Prime 4.
True. Okay, so it has
but like they didn't even like mention any dates. They didn't mention anything at all. It was really just like you said. It was a teaser of him. He was like somewhere in the city or something. I don't know. Well, yeah, of course. Yeah. I mean, I knew it was him before he turned around because, like you said, it's iconic. Yeah, and the art style looked the same as well and everything. So look forward to that. Hopefully, not another 6 years before we hear anything else of it. The next one is dear to my heart, and I'll see if you can tell why it's extra dear to my heart. There's a piece of information there. It's a test of our friendship. Megaman Battle Network Legacy Collection, which you've already mentioned is coming out to PC. I don't think it has already, but like we know that this exists. We know what changes or like what extra things you'll get out of it and whatnot. But it's also coming out on the Switch. And the release date is April 14th. Pre-orders are available now.
Yeah.
So I'll give you like a minute to try and figure out why this is extra special.
I already know, Tim, because it's actually your birthday. It's coming out
on my birthday. I see your glasses. You're checking the calendar or something.
I knew it was in April. I just wanted to make sure if it was like the same day or like around it. That's all.
Yeah, it's coming out. It's coming out on my birthday, which I thought was like maybe a sign that I need to kind of like get this on the Switch and maybe not on PC, because I was thinking of getting it on PC.
That's up to you, totally. Like, but like the fact that they got it on your birthday, that's That's actually pretty cool.
Yeah,
Like
they because
that
they
adds
knew.
another level to for this game for you. Like it actually speaks to you directly. I think they're only
Oh
talking
wait,
to you
it's coming out. I was just checking the release date on PC. Steam has it April 13th.
the day before. So
Yeah.
you're getting it on PC. Get it on PC. Then like you
Well,
can
no,
like
now okay. Sorry. April 14th.
14th like our time, or is it like 13th?
Well,
You
I
know, there.
think on the Google search results it said 13 because of like a time difference thing. But now I'm on the Steam page itself,
Mm.
and it says April 14th. So yeah, I'm definitely not going to get it on the Switch. But again, like I told you before, it's the thought of like playing it on the go on the Switch is cool. So I'm kind of torn.
Steam
Should I
Deck.
get it on the Switch or get it on the PC?
Yeah, that's why you need a Steam Deck.
Yeah. Yeah, maybe. I don't know. That's I'm not gonna get a Steam Deck just to play this game. But
Weirder
if
things
somebody
have
wants to gift me a Steam Deck,
happened. Oh.
April
Um,
14th. You don't even need to buy the game. I'll buy it myself. That's fine.
are you listening, Gabe Newell? Are you listening? Get
Oh
Tim.
yeah,
Get
I'm
Tim.
also still waiting for my Xbox mini fridge.
Yeah,
Microsoft, are you listening?
I think everyone's still
I'm
waiting for that.
expecting stuff from like everybody, right? Like it's just I feel like an influencer. Uh what else we have? Oh yeah, Harmony, the Fall of Reverie.
We have some games that we've never heard of, like Harmony, The Fall of Reverie, which is like a completely narrative-driven game. And like it looks like a cartoon, not a cartoon or cell-shaded
Not
art style.
cartoon. It's yeah, it's a distinctive art style.
It's a distinctive art style, but what's more distinct is that the soundtrack is made by Leanne Rain, who did the soundtrack to Lena Rain.
Lena, yeah, I don't want to correct you because
No,
you
I
made a
got
big
it.
deal about it.
Yeah, who did the soundtrack to Celeste, which is
Yeah,
a near and dear game to me as well. So, and the soundtrack for that game is already fantastic. So
I mean
that's
the
the
game,
reason.
this game itself, still like, I mean, I never played Celeste, but I'm aware of it's a big deal. But for me, what was intriguing was the idea behind the game. So you've got two worlds. So the Reverie, or whichever way it's pronounced, is basically this place where these deities called aspirations, live and whatnot. And because of some stupid mega corporation, they're endangering humanity by messing with the harmony or something between our world and their world. So I'm assuming there's going to be some sort of like crossover thing.
Mm-hmm.
Your character, the character that you play, has the power of clairvoyance. So you can travel between those two worlds. You can see the future, and you'll eventually end up deciding humanity's fate. So there'll be like many different branching storylines depending on the decisions that you make in the game. You can also align yourself or side with one of these 6 aspirations in the game. There was like chaos, and there was bond, and there was a third one that they showed, and that will also change the story's outcome. So I feel like, again, it's a story driven, it's a narrative adventure game with a nice little twist of, like seeing the future and then like deciding what you want to do based on that information.
That's
I
pretty
thought that
cool.
was cool.
I'm
I
with
thought
you
it
on
was
that.
really
Yeah.
nice. And if it has an amazing soundtrack, then that's even a lot better.
And it's coming out soon, June 2023.
2023, yeah. That's about it. There's been like maybe at least a dozen more announcements that were made, but as usual, we don't really want to like go through every single one, just the ones that caught our eyes. But generally speaking, as my final thoughts, not that hyped. Like personally,
you're not looking forward to anything that they've announced.
Metroid Prime, if it wasn't for that baggage, would be a great announcement. It is a great announcement, but it would have been a clean announcement. Again, personally speaking,
if they mentioned like, oh, Metroid Prime 4, we will talk about it soon, even something like that, like it would have been fun.
No. That's not an announcement. I want to see something.
Yeah,
because they did that before. They did that last year. We're like, we're still working on Metroid Prime 4. We'll share something with you soon.
It was so bad. That was really.
It was better if they didn't say anything. But what I mean is like Metroid Prime, the original, would have been a clean announcement if it wasn't for the baggage. How awesome would it have been if they showed us a 5-minute sort of like thing about Metroid Prime 4, and they told us that you still have to wait a little bit more, but here's what we're working with. Oh, by the way, you can now play Metroid Prime the remaster.
That would have made it like an
come
A
on,
grade
yeah,
direct. Yeah, like right now it's
100%,
sitting on a
100%.
B minus. I would say it's a B minus right now.
Yeah,
for me.
okay, I'll agree with you. Yeah, it's a B minus because there has been
Yeah.
some cool announcements. I mean, Tears of the Kingdom again. It's just a
But we know about it. Like it's not like
yeah,
oh surprise.
yeah, but
We
it's like new footage. The game is coming out in a couple of in May, so like in
May.
3 months'
Yeah.
time. Yeah, so we definitely need to have a direct just for the game. Like
I
it has
feel
to
like
happen.
that's gonna happen.
Yeah,
Yeah, it's got it. They did it for Xenoblade Chronicles 3, so I'm sure. I'm sure they would do that for Tears of the Kingdom as well.
Yeah.
That's my
and Mega Man Legacy Collection, the
On your
Switch Online
birthday.
expansion. Yeah, on my birthday. That's cool. So yeah, that's about it. Any closing thoughts from your end?
Nothing. I already gave my grade. I'm just looking forward to like. There's a few cool announcements or games that are coming up, like more indie, like the what is it called? Deca Police. Like I thought that was
Oh,
cool.
Deca Police look good. Yeah.
Yeah, like there's a few announcements that I'm not gonna buy straight up, but like I'm like, okay, when it comes out, I might check it. But Metro, like I'm gonna go down. Like I'm more happy about the demos that released. Like there's so many cool demos that I want to try. Like other than Octopath Traveller 2, there's the what was it called? Sea of Stars.
Sea of Stars. Yeah.
Yeah, that's another demo, and there's a few other games that like they have the demos out today. So I'm gonna go check it out. I'm gonna try not to buy Metroid Prime Remastered today and wait till the 22nd. I'm gonna try.
No, I mean if you know that you're gonna get it eventually, then just buy it today.
Yeah, I will.
Oh, you mean like you'll wait for the physical?
No,
release.
the physical.
Okay, yeah.
I don't want to buy it
Yeah,
twice.
yeah.
Like
No,
I'm a fan.
definitely don't buy the digital one, 100%. But
So
see
I'm
if
gonna
there's
try.
maybe like a pre-order or something at Geekay.
Yes, actually, that's a good idea. I'll do that.
Yeah,
They should do pre-orders on Amazon here. They don't have that enough of that. Here.
yeah. I don't know why, but yeah, you're right. It should be a thing.
Yeah. Anyway, that's my closing thoughts. So I'll try not to buy Metroid Prime Remastered. I'm hyped for it.
We will keep you updated next week. I think we should have like a weekly. Well,
Prime.
it's just gonna be 2 weeks. Yeah, like yeah.
Prime
Did you buy
Neo
Metroid
Meter.
Prime? Yes or no? Yeah.
But yeah,
So
and it's a good way to start 2023. That's my closing thoughts. That's all.
1 month late, but yes.
Yeah. For us, we start. This is us. Like that's how we start.
We
man.
did that in the last podcast as well, by the way. We took
What?
like a 2-month hiatus between like November to Feb or December to Feb. It was after Tammy was born.
Oh yeah. Well, that was like situation.
Yeah.
Yes, of course.
Well, it was, yeah, exactly. But like, I like to see trends and habits and what's the
So we
word?
continue- Yeah.
I forgot the word.
Patterns?
Yeah,
Yeah.
pattern. Like I like seeing these patterns, and I like seeing traditions being kept.
Especially like long break traditions. I'm with you on that. I can get. I can get. behind
But we will be back. Maybe not this week, but like starting because we usually do them on Sundays. And this is kind of like a midweek thing. But we'll see if we'll be back this Sunday. If not this Sunday, definitely next Sunday. We'll be starting off like the new year on a weekly basis, 100%.
So we'll see you guys soon. Yeah.
Yeah. Thanks for watching the episode. Drop a like or comment and subscribe for more content like this, or go to badgood.gg to find our audio podcast. We're also on Twitter and Instagram at badgoodpod, so give us a follow there, and we'll catch you in the next one.
Bye, guys.